Ephemeral echoes. The old hotel loomed over the desolate landscape, its once grand facade now weathered and worn. The dark history of the place was etched into its very foundation, a history of tragedy and mystery that had led to its abrupt closure decades ago. The town's residents spoke of the hotel in hushed tones, warning one another to stay away, for it was said that the spirits of the past still lingered within its decaying walls. Into this eerie silence stepped our protagonist, Emily Sinclair. A journalist by trade, Emily prided herself on her skepticism, dismissing tales of the supernatural as mere figments of imagination. That was until an anonymous letter arrived at her doorstep, an invitation to explore the abandoned hotel and uncover the truth that lay within its haunted halls. Despite her rational nature, curiosity gripped Emily, and she found herself drawn to the foreboding structure. As she approached, the air grew thick with an unsettling tension, and the once faint whispers of the wind seemed to transform into ghostly murmurs. Ignoring the ominous signs, Emily pushed open the creaking doors and entered the forgotten realm of the hotel. Inside, the air was stale, and the dim light struggled to penetrate the heavy gloom. The lobby, once a bustling center of activity, now echoed with the hollow sounds of emptiness. As Emily wandered through the deserted corridors, she couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, an invisible presence lingering just beyond her perception. The anonymous letter had provided vague details about the hotel's closure, rumors of unexplained deaths, sudden disappearances, and a pervasive sense of dread that had driven guests and staff alike to flee in terror. Emily, armed with a notebook and a camera, was determined to unravel the truth behind the chilling legends. In her exploration, she stumbled upon old newspapers and archives, piecing together the tragic events that had befallen the hotel. A fire that claimed the lives of several guests, a mysterious illness that swept through the staff, and the unexplained vanishing of a prominent guest were just a few of the haunting incidents that stained the hotel's history. As Emily delved deeper into the heart of the hotel, strange occurrences became more pronounced. Doors creaked open on their own, cold drafts whispered through the corridors, and spectral figures flickered at the edge of her vision. Unnerved but determined, Emily pressed on, her skepticism slowly eroding in the face of mounting evidence. Late one night, as Emily roamed the deserted hallways, she heard faint echoes of laughter and distant music. The ethereal sounds seemed to beckon her toward the grand ballroom, a place frozen in time. As she stepped inside, the room came alive with spectral dancers twirling in an otherworldly waltz. It was as if the hotel itself mourned the lost celebrations of a bygone era. The encounters with the supernatural escalated as Emily continued her investigation. Faces from the past materialized before her, their eyes pleading for understanding. A ghostly child played in the shadows, and the whispers grew into urgent murmurs that spoke of unfinished business and the need for redemption. Despite her initial skepticism, Emily could not deny the reality of the paranormal activity. She set up cameras, capturing glimpses of apparitions and recording disembodied voices that echoed through the stillness of the night. The more she uncovered, the more the malevolent energy seemed to intensify, as if the spirits resented her intrusion into their tormented domain. One evening, Emily awoke to find her room filled with the sound of weeping. Following the mournful cries, she was led to a forgotten attic, where the specter of a grieving mother cradled a phantom child in her arms. The tragedy unfolded before Emily's eyes, revealing a heart-wrenching tale of loss and despair that had tethered the spirits to the hotel. Determined to bring peace to the lingering souls, Emily sought the help of local historians and paranormal experts. Together, they combed through archives and ancient records, uncovering the dark secrets that bound the hotel to the supernatural realm. Hidden beneath layers of history was a malevolent force, a vengeful entity that sought retribution for past sins. As Emily deciphered cryptic messages etched into the walls, she learned of a ritual gone awry, a cursed artifact, and a pact with dark forces that had condemned the hotel and its inhabitants to an eternity of torment. The malevolent force fed on the unresolved pain and grief, growing stronger with each passing year. Armed with newfound knowledge, Emily's attempts to appease the spirits only fueled the malevolence within the hotel. Objects moved on their own, and the once harmless whispers transformed into guttural growls that echoed through the corridors. The line between the living and the dead blurred, and nightmares invaded Emily's sleep, blurring the boundaries of reality and the supernatural. The psychological toll on Emily was undeniable. Paranoia gripped her, and the once clear line between skepticism and belief began to waver. The hotel became a labyrinth of shifting dimensions, where time itself seemed to bend and twist in response to the malevolent force that sought to ensnare her. In moments of solitude, Emily found herself questioning her sanity. Shadows danced at the edge of her vision, and the hotel's oppressive atmosphere pressed down on her, threatening to consume her very soul. Yet, fueled by a newfound determination, she pressed on, driven by a desire to break the curse and release the tormented spirits. The malevolent force, now fully aware of Emily's intentions, unleashed its wrath in a final, climactic confrontation. The hotel trembled as unseen entities roared their defiance. Emily, guided by the cryptic messages she had uncovered, ventured into the heart of the supernatural maelstrom. In the grand ballroom, the spectral dancers twisted and contorted, their movements growing more frenzied with each passing moment. The air crackled with malevolence as the vengeful entity manifested, a shadowy figure shrouded in darkness. Emily stood firm, her resolve unyielding as she faced the embodiment of the hotel's curse. A desperate struggle ensued, as the malevolent force sought to drag Emily into the abyss of eternal torment. Unseen hands clawed at her, and ghostly wails reverberated through the haunted halls. In a moment of revelation, Emily uncovered the key to breaking the curse, a forgotten artifact hidden within the depths of the hotel. With courage as her guide, Emily navigated through the supernatural tempest, reaching the heart of the curse. In a blinding flash, she activated the artifact, unleashing a surge of energy that severed the connection between the malevolent force and the hotel. The haunting echoes faded, and a profound stillness settled over the once turbulent realm. As the malevolent force dissipated, the hotel underwent a transformation. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the grandeur of the past began to resurface. Flickering lights were replaced by a warm glow, and the air, once heavy with sorrow, became infused with a sense of peace. The tormented spirits found release, their apparitions dissipating into the ether. The once haunted halls now stood as a testament to the power of redemption and the resilience of the human spirit. Emily, exhausted but triumphant, emerged from the hotel, the weight of the past lifted from her shoulders. The town, once shrouded in fear, embraced the return of the hotel to its former glory. A restoration effort began, and the once abandoned building found new life. The echoes of laughter and music, once confined to the supernatural realm, now echoed through the restored corridors, a celebration of the spirit's newfound peace. Yet, as Emily looked back at the now vibrant hotel, a lingering doubt gnawed at her. The line between the living and the dead, once so distinct, had blurred in ways that defied explanation. The memories of the haunted hotel would forever haunt her, a reminder that the ephemeral echoes of the past could leave an indelible mark on the present. As Emily walked away from the hotel, the moonlight casting long shadows on the path ahead, she couldn't shake the feeling that something lingered in the periphery of her perception. The veil between the living and the dead, though seemingly restored, remained fragile. The haunting whispers of the past lingered in the wind, a reminder that some stories, once begun, could never truly find a conclusion. The haunted hotel, now restored but forever marked by its dark history, stood as a silent witness to the thin line that separated the tangible from the supernatural. Emily, forever changed by her encounter with the otherworldly, carried with her the knowledge that some mysteries could never be fully unraveled, and some echoes could never be silenced.